Martin doesn't like Marvel's reboots and retcons. Well, I don't either, George. You're 100% right about this. But, maybe you shouldn't be commenting on other people's work, and maybe you should be working on your own work at this point. He says he has frustrations with it, too. He says, I like Spider-Man. I like that there's hundreds and hundreds of Spider-Man comics and not just 6. Interesting. However, then he shared what he doesn't like, which is interesting. I have frustrations with it too. I have to admit, I don't like retcons. I don't like reboots. I 100% agree with you. I've pretty much given up on all of Marvel Comics and DC Comics. I actually moved comics off of this channel. I've got a JDA Talks Comics channel, a side channel, where I talk about comics over there because it's killed itself in the culture with these reboots and retcons. And this is before all the wokeness happened. This is before they went crazy. I remember back when DC was restarting with the New 52. I know. Are you guys that old? Did you guys read the New 52 and remember when they hyped that and it was like the crisis for modern times and we're going to reboot it again so new generation could get in at the number 1. And a lot of them just continued the stories. A lot of them just rewrote characters and just undid things just for the sake of doing it. And it was a jumbled mess that didn't really have much of a direction. It was other than 52 books, right? Very bizarre. And at that point, I was like, you know what? They just killed the continuity. I was pretty pissed because they changed the Batgirl comic and, of course, brought back Barbara Gordon, who was Oracle, because, the Joker broke her legs, and then changed her back into Batgirl without any explanation, just did it. It's magic now. And I hated that. And I had already quit Marvel before that because of Spider-Man One More Day, where Peter Parker literally made a deal with the devil so that his aunt, who's 100 years old, would live an extra 6 months. So now he's no longer married to his wife because of that. It was like, what? This doesn't make any sense. And they just undid it. It was the worst storytelling in history of maybe all of comics. Anyway, he says, I have to admit I don't like those. I'm following a character or a superhero or something for years, sometimes decades, and then some come say, none of that stuff actually happened. We're going to start the whole thing over again. And that always annoys the hell out of me. It annoys the hell out of everybody. And it just loses fans because if nothing matters, you don't have storytelling. That is bad storytelling because if nothing happens, it's like when something ends up being a dream. Remember the show Lost and how, what's the mystery behind it's actually just a dream. It's and none of it was real. And it was just why did we watch this for so many seasons? That's exactly what this feels like. And it's in comic form. So what happens is you do lose the audience when you do that. And they're hoping they bring in a new audience of younger people who come in. And it just isn't happening at this point because, one, comics aren't designed for younger people anymore.